Hello, this is Victor Santana with Stock Hunter's weekly video for February 22nd. How's everybody doing? Hope everything's going okay. Here we are looking at the total U.S. market, the weekly view here for the last 6 months. And as you can see, basically the market has been trending up higher and higher over this green line here. We have dipped over back on the week of the 24th of January, and now we're finally popping back up on the week of the 14th here. We did get a positive signal here, as indicated by this bar here, green bar with a green red bar down in this area, which usually overrides and causes the uptrend. And we had a potential reversal signal here hitting the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So these signals played out and we're headed higher here. At this point here, it's going to be hard to see if we are going to continue up higher. We would probably expect to get up to 84.60 range here. Looking at the overall monthly view here, which you can't see from here, we are still above the positive area, and if we close up in this range up here, that's going to be a possible bullish sign for continuation of the upside somewhat. So we'll just have to watch how that plays out and watch the video of the end of the month. So now let's break this down into individual indices here. We're looking at the S&P. As you can see with the S&P here, this is Monday. This is last week. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, started the potential reversal, which played out, and we did get a positive candle, while down this being smaller than this bar, which usually is an positive entries area. So we've been going up. And then let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq, here we are on Monday. This is last week. 2 weeks ago here, we did generated a entry signal based on this here being the red bar, which is lower than the last week before that. So Nasdaq's continuing going up. We could probably see going up to 46.90 if anything. Looking at the monthly signals here on the Nasdaq, which you can't see. It shows a little weakness, but we'll go over that at the end of the month. Going to the Russells here. The Russells here, this is Monday. Last week, 2 weeks ago here, we did indicate a potential reversal signal, which generated a green arrow, so we're trending up higher. This has a higher chance of hitting up to the 65 area. So right now we're pretty much even from last month, so this is could also be slightly bullish here. So let's look at the globals here. The global market, this is Monday, and last week, 2 weeks ago here, we generated an entry point here, and we've been trading up higher. Probably the weakest of them all, so we may be able to maybe head up on the 59, not too much of a stretch up, so just something to keep an eye on, and we'll go from there. Again, this seems to be the weakest of all the signals here. And looking at the Dow, finally, we have Monday last week, 2 weeks ago, we generated an entry signal here. With a week prior to that was a potential reversal, where we've touched down on the lower Bollinger Band and generated a spinning top candle, and which played out to the positive side here. Looking at the monthly signal here, if we close around in this area, it does not seems to be that good of a signal for the whole month. So that's basically what we have. As a bonus here, I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple of sectors here. XLF, if we can generate that, and here we are, the financials. Financials generated a potential reversal signal 1, 2, 3 weeks ago here. This is Monday today, and with last week a positive signal here. So we want to go ahead and potentially enter here in this area with a stop just slightly below 1392. So looking at the monthly here, it's pretty much trading sideways. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, just put a small position just to start off, and we can go from here. And then one more here that I've been keeping an eye on is utility XLU, the ETF. And as you can see here, utility has been beaten down but slowly heading back up here. And this is today, Monday, and last week we generated a entry signal here. So we would put that sell stop here. Let's put one in there if we can get the line going. Here we go. And move this over. And let's drop it in right in this area here, in case of if it heads down lower. But those are two trading, or rather investing ideas for the long run. So let's keep an eye on the market. And until the next video, thanks.